Don't listen to this if you get scared easily. For real.
Stay tuned as I let you listen to one of the most horrifying, terrifying 911 phone calls ever placed. And guess what? There's a spooky twist that you're not going to believe. And after you hear the phone call, then you're going to listen to our creators here on the Signal Network tell you what they think about it. What's your opinion? Would you ever call 911 on a ghost? 911, where's your emergency? Chances are, if you've heard that phrase before on the other end of a phone, you were having a real serious emergency or a really bad day. Today's story is really interesting. This is a real paranormal 911 telephone call that was placed in North Carolina. And we're going to listen to it here in a second. I couldn't really believe my ears listening to this. And I got to tell you, I answered 911 for 2 years as a dispatcher. And you do hear a lot of crazy stuff. But I don't think I ever heard anything as crazy as this phone call that we're going to listen to. And before we listen to that phone call, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in a situation that you needed to dial 911? Okay. Have you ever thought about dialing 911 for a ghost? I know I haven't.
Henry County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River.
Henry County 911, what's the address of your emergency?
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding.
Okay, where are you at, sir?
I'm on 210. I just crossed the Black River. I'm heading towards 53 East. I just passed Patriots Watch.
Okay, so you're over near Morse Creek?
Yes.
Okay. And did you saw a man standing on the side of the road?
What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
Okay, what's in the road?
No, it's not in the road, it's in my truck! In the bed!
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
Okay, what was it?
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually hear something beating on the top of the truck. The caller stated that it was beating and scratching on the top of the cab of his truck. He actually stated that he was able to engage his bed light and was able to somewhat identify this object that was in the back of his truck. At some point, he was able to slam on his brakes, and the force of inertia actually threw this thing out over his hood and onto the highway, where this thing stood up in the roadway, made its way to the wood line, and disappeared in the woods.
That was creepy, first off. Pretty believable on watching it. You know, first off, I wish the guy had a dash cam in his truck, because that would have made it easier for everyone and gotten rid of any conjecture, and we could all agree on it, because it seems very credible from what I heard. I think this is something that happened probably 3 or 4 years ago in the Carolinas. He was driving at night, and I believe he was approaching some Civil War battlegrounds, or was right about that area. So that was interesting. I give him a lot of credit. He was super composed, except for when the thing jumped on the back of his truck. and he was screaming a little bit in shock. But other than that, he was super composed. He didn't yell F-bombs. He didn't yell at the dispatcher. He even called her ma'am. He had the wits about himself to accelerate and then hit the brakes and have the thing fly over his hood. So all that was really, I thought, credible. Plus, again, 911 call captured. That's real. He followed up with the police, so he obviously felt it was real. And I wonder if that bloody human figure he saw at the beginning, I wonder if that might have been a wounded Civil War soldier who was trying to warn him. That would have been interesting. That would have been something. That would have been quite telling if it was a Civil War soldier maybe trying to warn him, and then the thing that actually jumped in his truck was a skinwalker or Slender Man or something like that. So my vote is it's credible and it's real.
There are two responses to this video. One being that this is an authentic 911 phone call of a gentleman driving down the road and something jumping into the back of his truck, banging on the roof, and him slamming on the brakes, propelling, apparently, this thing over his car in order to get it off of his truck. This is after passing someone who looked like they were in duress on the side of the road. So there is that angle of it. And if that's the case, I'm selling my truck. Because ew. Second, a hoax would be very easy to create with this. You just need two people on either side of the phone line. His responses do sound authentic, but that doesn't mean that this isn't an act or this isn't a hoax. But if we do leave that space for wonder, and we think about the possibility of something unknown to us coming out of the woods, maybe at night, chasing you down at the speed in which your vehicle is traveling, jumping into the bed of your truck, and proceeding to beat on the top of the cab while you're driving. No, babe, we need to sell the truck.
Have you heard of the viral 911 call from Highway 210 in Black River in North Carolina? What's going on, Ghost Gang? Chris Mendez here from Supernatural Untold Stories. Come on, you know by now you got to tap that follow button on all my social media pages and also the follow button on the Signal Network YT. Let's do that right now. Pause the video. All right, we're back. Thanks for follow. Appreciate it. People are calling it chilling, a possible non-human encounter caught on tape. Today, I'll break down the call and why some believe it's real and what local paranormal history might explain. Early evening near Highway 210 and the Black River, a rural stretch with swamps, old roadways, and sparse cell phone coverage. A panicked caller reaches 911, describing a creature or presence near his vehicle. The audio went viral after being shared by local channels and paranormal accounts. In the call, you can hear rapid breathing, fragmented sentences, and a desperate plea for help. The caller reports inhuman noises and movement around the car. Background sounds are ambiguous. Some hear scraping, others hear branches or animal calls. There's a few reasons why skeptics and believers both take this very seriously. The caller's emotional tone sounds authentic. Fear and confusion is hard to fake convincingly. Rural roads and swampy terrain near Black River are known for strange acoustic and wildlife that can create eerie sounds. No immediate signs of editing in the widely circulated clip, according to amateur audio analysis online. Black River country and parts of southern North Carolina carry folklores of strange creatures and unexplained encounters. Cryptic sightings, ghost stories tied to old plantation roads, and Native American legends about the territorial spirits. There's a dense cypress swamp that can amplify sound and play tricks on perception, which often fuels the paranormal interpretations. Before jumping into a supernatural conclusion, consider natural causes, like large birds, feral hogs, deer, or coyotes. Acoustic distortion from the water and trees, or agitated human or vehicle noises misinterpreted in panic. What do you think? Real encounter or natural explanation. Drop your thoughts below, subscribe for updates as the story develops.
So what do you think? Is it enough to believe that this is true just because somebody dialed 911? Because let's face it, it could be psychosis, it could be a hoax. Is it real? What's your opinion? Let us know down in the comments. And if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Hang out with us here at the Signal Network, because we have nothing but paranormal and spooky content just for you, because this is your new home for free paranormal content. Thanks for hanging out with us. My name is Scott, and it was a pleasure chilling with you and enjoying this spooky, creepy 911 tale.